Hey y'all, today I'm going to be showing you how to disassemble, clean, lubricate, and reassemble a Mosin Nagant bolt. This specific bolt is out of a Russian M44, but the process should be the same for almost any Mosin. So, when you take your bolt out of the gun, it's going to be in this position. This is cocked. So, what you want to do is decock this bolt. So you see that groove right there? That's where it sits. This piece sits right in there when the bolt has been fired. So, you're going to pull back on this, rotate it, and push it down in that groove, or let it fall in that groove. At the same time, you want to make sure this bar that's engaged with this block here, you want to make sure it all moves as one unit. If you move just this and leave this bar in position, you're going to have to start over. So, pull. See, I'm kind of pushing that bar with my thumb. Let it fall in. Now the bolt is decocked. You can see it already starting to come apart a little bit. So it's quite simple from here. Pull that off. Rotate. So you find the groove. Pull that apart. Now, you're going to use this to pull your firing pin out of the main housing of the bolt. So you see the groove there. You see how the... I want to focus. There. You see how the bolt has side walls there? You put that on there and just start rotating. Now you want to make sure you're ready to catch this firing pin. What I usually like to do is put my thumbs on it right there with a good amount of pressure, because it's got a spring in it. When this thing releases, it will go flying if you're not holding it. So, there, you saw it release, try to fly out of my hand. But now you can pull your firing pin and firing pin spring out as one unit, and this will come apart. Now, as far as cleaning goes, you really want to clean all of these parts. The only thing you want to lubricate is your firing pin and firing pin spring. So you want to inspect the bolt and all its components for any burrs. If there's anything there, you want to polish it down. If it's in good condition, it should feel as smooth as glass. This one here is very, very slick, so I know it's in good condition. Same with this. Now, you will still have your edges, or the machining, they're not going to be smooth. That's not what I'm talking about when I say burrs. I mean spots where the metal has been peeled, and there's now a little sharp spot. You don't want any of that. Alright, so this is all clean. Now, as far as lubrication goes, this is already lubricated, so I'm not actually going to do it. I'm just going to show you how. You pull your spring off, and you're going to go ahead and clean if you want to put new oil on it. A lot of these guns are very old. The gun that this came out of is from 1946. I've only owned it for about 2 weeks, so I have no clue when the last time this was oiled was. This may be the original oil from 1946, who knows. So I will be changing it eventually, so you just wipe all that off. Don't use any kind of parts cleaner if you don't have to. If you do, make sure you let it dry thoroughly before reapplying lubrication. So once you've lubed that up, you're going to put your spring back on, set that aside, and you're going to put these two pieces back together in the already fired position. Remember, I told you it's that groove right there. As you turn the bolt over, you should see those two pieces there interface. So you're going to try to hold it as one unit. You push your firing pin down in here. Use this tool. Sorry, I got it out of frame there. Push down, rotate. See, it didn't take. This may take a couple of tries, especially if you've just started. Push down, rotate. Come on now. There it is. Now, it started in there. And if you look at the back of the bolt, this hole, when you have the firing pin all the way seated, you'll see the back of the firing pin come out of there with a little flathead slot in it. So you don't want to tighten this firing pin. You want to rotate it until it stops rotating freely. You don't want to put any effort into it. See, I'm just able to turn this with one finger. You don't want to wrench on this at all. And try not to drop it halfway through. Alright, see where it stopped? So what I like to do is back it off just a little bit from there. There's a flathead I was talking about. So now you'll notice in this piece there's a slotted groove. That's for your slotted firing pin. You're going to put it in that slot. Don't push it all the way in yet. You're going to line up this bracket with that notch there. You put it in until it catches. Then you can use this long piece to rotate it until it's where you need it to be. And you push it back into that slot. You take the front of your bolt, and if you look here, right there, there's a little notch. And right here, there's a little cam groove. You're going to line those two up. Look at the main part of the bolt again. There's a hollow notch here, a notch here. Once you put it through that cam groove, you're going to rotate it through this perpendicular cam groove, and you're going to put that notch in there. So stick it in. Now I'm going to rotate it and push in. Now your bolt is reassembled. Now you want to cock your bolt again so it doesn't come apart, and so you can reinstall it into the gun. Simple as that. Now this bolt is ready to be replaced into the gun.